What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Now, in the last video I did CPU sliders and the issue with them and how they respond to different difficulties, and somebody left a comment on that video saying, do I have any sliders that will make professional difficulty more challenging to try and lessen the scripting of legendary and world class? And yes, I do. So professional difficulty, 5-minute halves. Now, the reason why we're going shorter half lengths is because, as you might know, I like to play longer halves, obviously, because it feels more realistic. But the issue I have with professional, which I still haven't really been able to fix yet, is the longer the game goes, the more mistakes the CPU starts to make. It's kind of like a reverse of legendary, whereas with legendary they just are impeccable with passing. The longer the games go, professional starts to really show why it is professional, and it starts to make a lot of errors regardless of where you put the error sliders. So we're going shorter minute halves to try and correct that as of now. Player based difficulty is off. You can turn it on, but on professional, the intelligence of the AI doesn't really change as a result of that. So you can have it on or off. It really doesn't matter. Attributes are on classic. Now, this is the same for all of my sliders. If you set them to default, they just bomb forward, boom, 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 and they don't play it round the backs realistically. They just bomb forward, and it's really unrealistic, and I don't like it at all. Now, gameplay. Auto shots off, assisted headers off. Shooting is on precision rather than manual. Now, the reason for that is because when you read the shot assistance for precision shooting, it says shot direction will be partially assisted. Aiming at the goal will result in more accurate shots and faster ball speeds. Now, I really do like that, more specifically the faster ball speeds, because you can smash one right in the corner and in the bottom corner as well. And it just makes it a lot better and more realistic, because you get to see those proper low-driven strikes that the likes of Gerrard and Lampard used to score, where they just fizz into the bottom corner. Auto flare passes off. Now, the passing is all on manual because, like I say, we're trying to make this more challenging since it is professional. And assisted passing, or even semi-assisted passing, is still just going to be way too easy. So that's all on that. Now, authenticity features are on because, like I say, it just makes the ball movement a lot more realistic for the CPU. They don't just bomb forward on every attack. They actually do play it round the backs and attempt to play build-up play. Wind effects are low. You can adjust them if you want on medium or even high. The main reason why I don't go any higher than low is because it affects the sprint speed. Because the wind is if they're running into the direction the wind is blowing, they get blown backwards, and it makes it really, really awkward and just not good. It doesn't feel good, so that's why it's on low. Weather effects are off because if you've been a long-time viewer of my sliders, you know how I feel about weather effects. I don't think they translate very well into the gameplay, especially in the snow and the rain. Players feel very, very sticky, and it just doesn't really feel good. And it only seems to affect the user and not the CPU, which is really the main reason why I keep them turned off. So, into the actual sliders themselves. So, sprint speed is 38 for both. Acceleration is 48 for both. Now, in relation to the sprint speed, one thing that I do quickly want to speak about is if you feel like you can't get a run on anybody on this game, and you feel like these sprint speeds and accelerations don't really translate to actual pace, what I would recommend you do is, if you're running down the flank, hold L1 or LB on Xbox if you're an Xbox player watching this, and your player will do like a little stutter movement with the ball, like they're just shuffling the ball forwards on their feet, right? When you let that go and hit the sprint, they will kick the ball ahead of themselves and then run onto it and lose their man. It's brilliant. So that's what I'd recommend you do. Shot error is on 75 for the user, 52 for the CPU. Excuse me. Like I say, seeing as we are on precision shooting and not manual shooting, we have massively increased the shot error to make sure that chances don't go in every time. Shot speed is on 48 for both. I found this is a really good balance in relation to the goalkeepers. Because if you set the shot speed too high, they'll just fizz it and the keeper won't be able to stop it. So that's why it's on 48. Head air shot error for both is on 20. Pass error is 68 for the user and 62 for the CPU. Now, you do want the CPU to make mistakes now and again, but you don't want it where it can't play a fucking pass. Do you know what I mean? So that's why it's increased a little bit, but not too much. Pass speed for both is on 30, so we have a nice slow tempo, build-up style, realism. Love it. Header pass error for both is on 60. Injury frequency is on 75. The severity is on 30. Now, injuries are weird on this game. I've had the frequency as high as 95. And the reason why I've lessened it a bit is because for some reason on career mode, the most injuries you will get, or the injury that you will get the most, is broken toes. Now, you'd think it would be hamstrings or ACLs, but it's not. It's broken toes. I don't know why. It always is. Broken toe, out for 3 months. I don't understand why. Goalkeeping is on 61 for the user and 75 for the CPU. Now, do not be put off by this. The main reason why, even though we're trying to make this harder, the main reason why the user has also been increased is because I feel like the user sometimes get different animations than the CPU does. I'm not going to lie. So that the CPU can score goals. So it's just to stop that from happening, as again I've said in previous videos. Marking is on 65 for the user and 70 for the CPU. That is also to make sure that although we're trying to make this challenging, we don't want a cricket score every game. You want defending to actually mean something on this game. Run frequency is 40 for both. Line height is 55 for both. Length is 30 for both, and width is 50 for the user and 55 for the CPU. Now, the reason for the increase in the CPU's width is the CPU is very, very compact in this game. It doesn't like to use the width of the pith. The width of the pith? The width of... Fucking Jesus Christ. The CPU doesn't like to use the width of the pitch very much. So that's for the slight increase to 55. The fullback positioning for both is on 60, so that they will bomb forward now and again, but again, they won't spend all their time on the wings. Power bar is personal preference. You can have it on 50. I've also used it on 52 for a little extra zip. Again, it can feel pretty good, but it is ultimately personal preference. First touch control error is 91 for both. Intercept error is 99 for both, as is ball deflection, and tackle assistance is 30 for both. Now, moving into the CPU sliders, I've been experimenting with dynamic, and I'll be honest, I really like it. I think it is a good mix, and the reason why I'm going with dynamic moving forward is because in relation to custom or tactical, dynamic changes every game. It's random. So if you play the same team twice, you will get a different result from them if how they set up and the tempo that they choose to play at. So it makes it realistic. So no team plays the same way, which is what this game desperately needs, especially with how the AI has been programmed. So that's really good. So, and for those of you who want to know my camera settings, I play on EA Sports Game Cam, and just the default height 10, zoom 10. So there you go. Those are the sliders for professional difficulty. As always, let me know how you get on with them, or if anything needs tweaking. If it does, do not be afraid to let me know in the comments. I always read all my comments. I always reply to all my comments. So yeah, have a good one.